Take a look at this crazy video right here of this nut job puncturing 11 tires at a random house for apparently no reason in the Houston area.
Here on the 401, take a good look at this surveillance video right here. Deer Park police are asking for your help identifying this man. They say he slashed nearly a dozen tires.
The vandalism and the man caught on camera, multiple cameras. This happened at a home in Deer Park on Ellen Drive and Park Avenue. Michelle Choi spoke with the homeowner.
Yeah, the scariest part about all of this, the homeowner tells me he and his family have no idea who this man is and why he targeted their 3 vehicles. But he's speaking out, hoping that this guy is caught soon before he does this to anyone else. 2 days have gone by since this knife-wielding man stepped onto their driveway, but the homeowner, who's asked not to be identified for his family's safety, tells us they're still on edge.
We don't feel like safe anymore after this happened. You know, it's a quiet neighborhood.
On Wednesday around 9:40 at night, when he and his wife and 4 kids were home, he says this black SUV pulled up and a heavy-set man wearing glasses, a hoodie, light-colored pants, and holding a large knife walked up to their 3 vehicles and began puncturing the tires. Undeterred by the security cameras that captured the brazen act.
He seems like he didn't care at all. You know, because he took his time, you know, I didn't see no rush.
In total, he says the man slashed 11 tires, leaving behind $2,000 to $3,000 in damages.
I couldn't believe it, you know, how it happened, you know, why, you know. I mean, honestly, I have no enemies, you know. I have no idea, you know, like, why.
But it didn't end there. He says after the man returned to his SUV, he's caught on camera again, this time walking up to the front door, ringing the doorbell and banging on the door. The homeowner.
That's scary stuff right there. You have no idea who this man is. He's puncturing your tires. Then he comes to your door. What the heck?
Says his wife initially thought the man needed help and alerted him.
By the time I got off the shower and got dressed, he was gone. And that's when I hear, you know, all the air just coming out like.
That's when they called police and checked the cameras, realizing the man had been outside their home for nearly 10 minutes before finally getting back into his SUV and shouting what sounds like profanity and driving away. Grateful his family is okay, he shared this advice for other homeowners.
Just be careful before somebody, you know, answer the door.
If you recognize the man in those videos, you're asked to call Deer Park Police. Back to you.
Yeah, that I watched this on another news station, and he was yelling out, "Effing coward, effing coward." So my opinion is maybe he got the wrong house. He's targeting somebody, and he went to the wrong spot. Maybe his wife slept with another man. He went to the wrong house. I don't know. But that's pretty scary stuff. Now, surveillance cameras are not always a deterrent because criminals always seem to do dumb things regardless. Cameras, no cameras, but they are good for identifying people, which is what this camera did right here, and these cameras did. And hopefully they will catch this maniac. He's a maniac in my mind. To go and puncture 11 tires and knock on the door seems pretty crazy to me, but that's always terrifying. When I was younger, about 19 or so, I was living at home in my mom's house, and it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I was awake, and 2 guys ran up to the front door and started ringing the doorbell. It was freaking terrifying. So, you know, I did not have a gun at the time, so I grabbed 2 kitchen knives and I stood next to the door in case they kicked their way in. I could just, you know, do what I had to do. But it was pretty scary. 2 guys I'd never seen before, ringing the doorbell at 3 o'clock in the morning. One guy was right up on the door, and one guy was standing at the porch as backup or something. It's pretty terrifying. So always be mindful of stuff like this and be prepared, because anything can happen at any place, anytime. Doesn't matter if you live in a nice neighborhood or in the hood somewhere. These types of crazy things can happen because people are psychotic. But hopefully they'll catch this guy. I thought this was an interesting story that he just randomly went up to a house and punctured 11 tires causing lots of, causing what, $2,000-3,000 worth of damage to this, and then went up to the door and was waiting for somebody to answer. Imagine if she had answered the door. Luckily, she was smart and didn't. But I always think it's funny that people answer the door for, nut jobs. Some people are very naive to stuff like this. But luckily, she had the cameras there. Husband was in the shower and she didn't let him in. And hopefully, this guy will get caught because this is scary stuff. But I just want to share that weird story with you. But thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. See you next time. Thank you. Take care.